Hey everyone, Nick from Millburn here for the Nick from Millburn post-game show. I am joined by Nick Jr. Nick, how you doing, my guy?
We're good. I mean, obviously a tough game. Proud of the team for that comeback at the end. It's definitely not easy. But yeah, I mean, the same story. I think a lot of this year of just not having that complete 40-minute game. But I mean, hats off to St. John's. They're a hell of a team, and they're going to be a big threat no matter who they play tomorrow and going into the tournament next week. But yeah, I mean, I think just looking at things from a wide perspective, just happy, the way the team played towards the end of the game. Is obviously the way the team played yesterday, but definitely a tough pill to swallow, knowing that we're pretty competitive with St. John's, and this could have been a game that went the other way. But I mean, hats off to St. John's.
I agree with you. Hats off to St. John's, and I think this team played its heart out. And as far as coaching goes, I mean, if we switched coaches tonight, would there have been a difference? Like if the coaches just switched, would there have been a difference?
Are you trying to say that if I mean if you're saying that it's just a talent thing, then sure, but
Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is, if Shaw coached St. John's and Patino coached us, it would be the exact same score. Where the difference comes into play is the preseason, because I mean, I'm going to be honest, they have more talent than us. We may have played harder than them. We may have given a better effort than them, but at the end of the game, their portal ranking was higher than our portal ranking, and that's it. And the big get he got was 2 years ago, Zuby Ejiofor, and Zuby was the best player on the court. Both times we played him. Hines tried, and Hines will only get better, but we really didn't have an answer for Zuby. We fought hard, and we came back. And again, Jacob Dar. We had talked about all year long playing Dar and Payne together, and what I envisioned, and what I saw the last two games with Hines and Dar is kind of what I envisioned with Payne and Hines, right? But they've never played together. But I thought the length that Dar gave us was essential. And Bud Clark never quits, never ever quits. Solid game tonight again. I don't know what all the hype is about this Darling kid. I thought he was okay. I mean, I don't know. The only one on that team that really impresses me is Zuby Ejiofor. What do you think, Nick?
yeah, I mean, I think when it comes down to them, they have a very special front court, and on the TV, the broadcaster said with Bryce Hopkins. I mean, this is a guy that definitely took a little bit of a back seat to Zuby Ejiofor. I'm sure he's getting NIL very handsomely for being there, but I mean, he's someone who was extremely dominant a couple of years ago with Providence. So I mean, if that pair of those two could, I know you mentioned, potentially doing Payne and Hines, but Hopkins and Ejiofor, I don't know much about, from a national side, but they have to be one of the best 10 to 15, if not better, front courts in the country. And that really puts things in perspective of this is a very good St. John's team. And it's just unfortunate because you look at the Big East and it's Connecticut, St. John's, and there's, a little bit of a dip. And yeah, I mean, I just think St. John's is extremely talented. Once their 3-point shooting got going, and I forget the name of the player, but once he started hitting shots, and then Sellers as well, they're just that just makes them a whole level of team, and they play good defense. We're fortunate that we outplay a lot of teams when it comes to defense, but they're a very good defensive team. And I know you said what you said about Darling, but he's the only player that I've seen this year who's as quick as Bud Clark, and who's goes back as quick, who's really a pickpocket uh, threat like Bud Clark. So I think they're as complete of a team as you'll see at this point of the season. What how the well they do in the NCAA obviously depends on the draw, but from the Pirates' perspective, I mean, you're right about Bud Clark. That's the type of player you want. He represents New Jersey grit, Seton Hall grit, South Orange grit. He's the exact point guard that you want. He's a leader that you want. I thought the 3-point shooting at times was okay. It just comes down to the missing the shots. I think the team the past 2 games have been, really good with ball control. So I'm glad that that wasn't a worry. But yeah, I mean, you have, at the end of the day, it's like defense wins championships, but I think making baskets consistently is what gets you to that level. And unfortunately, it wasn't the case today. And it seems like we're the type of team that when one person clicks, the other person's off. We met a team today that multiple guys can click at the same time, and I think that was the difference. And you mentioned Zuby Ejiofor. I thought he's just how powerful and strong he is. It's very like Angel Delgado like of just like clear the lanes. He's coming in, he's gonna score. And in this day and age of basketball, there's not many centers who are as comfortable staying in the paint as he is. But I mean, he's special. And I don't know how good he necessarily be in the NBA because of where the basketball game is going nowadays. But I definitely think I mean, he's the Big East Player of the Year for a reason. He's defensive Big East Player of the Year for a reason. And I don't think anyone wants to match up with him. And there's really no big in the country probably that matches up particularly well with him. He's a very throwback style big, and Hines did a great job, I thought, on him. But at the same time, it's just when you play a player like that, you kind of just have to throw your hands up and say, he's the best player on the court regardless of who he plays, and that's just what it is.
And I will give Pitino credit for coaching him up, because he came out of Kansas and with Bill Self, and he was like third on the depth chart as Kansas. And Pitino and Kim English were both in on him from the Big East, and Pitino sold him and got him. Pitino was a little bit more hands-on, I'm hearing, than English. And I think he's definitely, that was the best choice for Zuby, and it was the best choice for Pitino. I think that was a win. And let me just talk. Yesterday, I went over to the game, and I would be remiss. It was a wonderful day, and I was humbled by how this show and everyone else, all the people that watched this that knew of us. So quick shout out to at Pirate Blue, Josh Fernico, athletic director Brian. Very accommodating. I ran into Pirate Dan Dunn, Sandro from recruitment and development. Everyone else I ran into Bill Feld. So it was just a wonderful day, and go Pirates, great feeling. And I'm sure it was the same. Hopefully, there'll be some basketball to play, not sure where, but hopefully we'll be playing some more. We got a whole bunch of people that want to come on. So we're going to bring on my guy, Matty P first. Let me figure this out. Matty P.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Seton Hall community is very special, and the love that the people in this community, including this Facebook page, has for this team is I really don't know who compares, if anyone compares, in the conference or the country. You see any Thanksgiving tournament, and there's always a great showing of Seton Hall fans. So you can never doubt the commitment and the loyalty that this team has, or that these fans have for this team, and the team really plays that way as well. So
I love the commitment. I love the togetherness. It's something to feel a part of. And your classmate even came back tonight and was shown number 15, Isaiah Whitehead. Let's get Matty P. You know what, Matty? I keep losing you. Let's try. Matt, you there? Let's go, Tom O'Brien. Coach, Coach, how are you?
Good. I think you all summed up today. I'm looking at the stats here. Payne, Fisher, and Simpkins had a big donut today. They didn't show up, and that kind of hurt for sure. Overall, we had a good season, guys. You go 7-25, and I've been there as a coach, and it's not fun. And for Shaw to turn this around this quick, to have an opportunity to be a bubble team, that is, it's amazing. Season's over. Next season has started already. I am hoping he comes back. And Nick, I know you said it, but they've listed his name. I can give you a list of 11 schools that are looking for a head coach. Georgia Tech, Cincinnati. I mean, I can keep going. Syracuse. I'm hoping he comes back. If we go to the NIT, he'll be back for sure. If we definitely go on the NIT, he'll be back because he wouldn't do that to Seton Hall. So that's my only concern. The coaching carousel of the NCAA is crazy, but St. John's was a good team, well balanced. They played really good defense. They scored. They had 20 of their first points, Nick, and I'm sure you saw in the first half were in the paint. So they dominated the paint. I was hoping we go a little zone, but we got it down to 6 with 3 minutes to go. And we just had a couple of bad turnovers there at the end. But all in all, we got to be happy. I mean, this is a brand new, new lineup, new players, and to have over 20 wins is so impressive. The future definitely looks bright for Seton Hall. I'm hoping we can get those 3 to stay. And it stinks, Nick, because years ago we weren't talking about money,
Right. I
and
know.
NIL, and the reason why I'm bringing that up with Shaw is I know one coach in the Midwest. Their agents are already talking with their other
sure.
ABs. It's almost a done
Oh,
deal.
yeah.
It's almost a done deal. But until they're out of if they don't make the tournament, it's going to be a quick, I'm sorry, guys, we're leaving. I mean, that's what goes on in college basketball with agents. They're talking already, agents to agents. And unfortunately, money, I guess, going up to the next level. But there are a lot of teams out there. I'm hoping Shaw stays here and builds that foundation. But Nick, there's nothing else we could say. They played their hearts out. They always do. That's what I love about Seton Hall is when they're down 10 with 3-4 minutes to go, you can't think the game's over. Even Pitino, you can watch how he was walking the sideline.
Oh, yeah, I
he
saw
was
that.
in panic mode, and I love watching that because he knew the game was not over. The game was not over. And their players were kind of playing that. And then we got half-court traps and boom. And then, Clark took it right out of what's his name's hands. And, that was awesome. So, and Villanova lost yesterday, unfortunately. Willard took a loss there against Georgetown. But anyway, hey, my kids are watching this podcast. We have a championship game tomorrow. All right. I want them to go to bed early. It's an early game. It's a town championship. We had our walkthrough last night. They're excited. They were pulling for Seton Hall, and they don't even know who Seton Hall is, Nick. They're in North Carolina. They're like, who's that? Well, hopefully someday we'll play UNC and Duke. But thanks for doing this show, Nick, because you've opened up other doors here for people to hear, listen, give an opinion, good or bad. I appreciate you allowing me to be on this show. We're diehard Seton Hall fans. When I was 15 and now 57, and my sister, my brother-in-law Ralph, they listened to you a year ago. You didn't have the show.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. Coach, what's the name of your team?
We are the Gamecocks of Holly Springs.
And what time's your game tomorrow?
We are on at 9 a.m. I shot you a video. We won at the buzzer.
I saw that. Oh,
Jesus.
That kid had ice. I don't care what level. You go coast to coast and hit a buzzer beater. God bless you.
Yep.
Oh my God! Did you call, Coach? Did you call that play up?
Yes, I did. Yeah. So he's my 2 guard. I knew they were going to take care of my best guard. I said, Trev, take it and go. Don't stop. Don't stop. If you get fouled, we'll go to the foul line. If you make it, it's great. If you stop, we're going to lose the game. And I had my big guy trail. He inbounded the ball. He trailed in case he missed. And then you all saw we won. So that's enough of the Gamecocks here. We got a championship tomorrow morning. So let's see what we can bring in.
Go
Hey,
Gamecocks! Now these aren't the South Carolina Jack Galoon
no,
Alex
no,
English
no.
right now. Now Gamecocks.
Hey,
and let me. How could a team from North Carolina be called the Gamecocks? I don't get that.
yeah, our town is screwed up. I mean, it just
Steve Smith is like, oh, come on.
Yeah, I know. I just want to give you some stats here from. I mean, I like Hines played 31 minutes. Clark played 33. Mike Williams. Question yesterday. Do you know why he didn't play in the second half?
No, the only reason I would assume is because the other guys were. He was really high on Dar in the second half yesterday, and with his rotation, I don't know if he was hurt because he did not look like he was hurt at all tonight.
No, because he had 7 points in the first half yesterday, and he didn't even come off the bench. He didn't even start. He started the game, so I thought that was odd. So Mike Williams, he and Coach Shaw said, he's been coming along. And he did. He played well. Did you
see the defense he was playing against Darling at the end of the game? Oh my God!
Yeah,
Darling was yes. And let me just put a quick comment up from Sweet Lou Monaco. Darling is pesky. Yes, he's very pesky. But I'm telling you, Williams played tough defense against him. Williams intimidated him a little bit. I was really impressed with the defense that Williams played on Darling in the second half, and especially in the last 5 minutes of the game or so.
Yep. And Dar had 13 points. Where did this come from, Nick? Where did this come from?
I know Paul in the preseason. Paul was talking about Dar having the most upside and potential, and we didn't see it until yesterday. But if you're going to do it. And my son had made comments about, playoff time is a time like with the Yankees and Brian Doyle and McNamara from Syracuse, who I hear is in line for that coaching job. Guys step up in the postseason, and that's what Dar did yesterday and a little bit today. And, we're going to be playing somewhere. People are telling me that we're the Big East is contractually obligated to the Crown, which starts April 1st in Vegas. So no NIT. If that's correct, if anyone else knows that, if Lou Monaco or someone with some inside information wants to send me that, but that's what I'm hearing. The NCAA, let's face it, it's a long shot. If we won today, we would have been squarely on the bubble, but, who knows? Yeah. But again, if you look at our record, 3 losses to St. John's, 2 losses to Connecticut, 5-0. That's not bad at all. I mean, come on.
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, we had a few, like every team has a bad losses here and there, but probably I would say 2 games we could have easily won and been 23 and whatever. But I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. If we're going to go to the NIT, is Seton Hall want to go to the NIT? I mean, when you think
I don't know if we're allowed. I don't know if we're allowed to. I honestly don't. I'm hearing that 2 teams from the Big East are contractually obligated to the Crown, and we would be the next team. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Really?
Yes. If anybody has any updates on that, I know Tom Eccles, the leader of our site, has told me that on more than one occasion. Yeah, and if you looked on one of the commercials for the Crown, they had Simpkins on the commercial. So I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, that's what we were hearing. I mean, Vegas would be nice and everything, but to defend our title 2 years later in the NIT, that would be kind of sweet also.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, boy. All right.
Coach, good luck tomorrow.
Yeah. And thanks for, putting this together here.
Oh, my pleasure.
You're going to keep building here. You got no one listens to the Hall Line anymore. Nobody. Nobody.
I don't know. No, hold on. Thank you. We're our own. Wait, hold on. Don't go anywhere. Let's see. We got Sweet Lou Monaco. 2 automatic bids are given to each of the 3 participating conferences: Big East, Big 10, and Big 12.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're going
to
the Crown.
We're probably going. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So us and Creighton.
I would think us and Creighton.
Right.
Yeah. And Kim English, if anyone hasn't heard out there, is officially out. That was the worst kept secret at Providence. So that win the other night did nothing for him.
No,
So now
yeah.
Providence is going to be looking for a coach.
Yep, Providence is. They haven't announced it yet. I thought it was going to happen today, but I think they're waiting until the Big East tournament's over, and they probably already have their coach.
Yeah, there was a rumor that it was going to be Bobby, but then someone else messaged me, and the rumor they heard was Bobby going to BC. So that's what happens this time of year, right? It's speculation.
Yep, but well, we got to start recruit. I mean, for next year, Nick, what would you like to see the team look like?
Well, first of all, for morale, for the boosters, for the supporters, for us, Hines has to come back. Clark has to come back. Simpkins has to come back. That's it. And start from there. And then you have a couple of recruits coming in, but we will look low rent if we do not sign those players. We
Yep.
will.
Yep.
It is, because we lost Kadari. And then before that, we lost Samuel and we lost Coleman. We have to retain our best players. We just have to. And especially when he was a freshman and Shaw coached him up. And like you said, 31 minutes tonight. What are your thoughts, right? Do you agree, Coach?
100%. That's your base right there. Then you could fill in, and I'm hoping that we go overseas and find some guys that can shoot the three. Because in the Big East,
yeah, you need shooters.
We need
totally
shooters.
Need shooters.
We need shooters. So if he can find two, I mean, and overseas, watching the players that have come over here that are playing for like New Mexico, because I know the New Mexico team pretty well. They're not that expensive in terms of NIL. So that's something I hope that Shaw coaches, they start looking now. Teams that are lost, they're already thinking, where can we go and play, right? It sucks because, God, this was never what it was.
No,
for years. Now it's a pure business, free agency. You talked about this. Those three players are the foundation of Seton Hall basketball right now, going into next year, and that is a top priority to get them signed. My sister Eileen said it best when she said Hines. It's a shame we can't sign him for 2 more years. And I'm like, well, they only do 1-year contracts here because he was going to develop into a powerhouse. So I don't know. Let's see. We'll see what happens here, but that's good news that the 2 teams from the Big East. Who is this? Seton Hall should be.
Vince Seelover. Hi, Vince. So Seton Hall should be in the. I mean, 10-10. I don't know, Vince. I don't know. I mean, if we won today, so we ended up 11-11 in the Big East, right? Had a good preseason, did well in Hawaii, won in Kansas State. I mean, is it enough? I don't know. I mean, you would think that they would take 4 teams from the Big East and we're number 4. So I don't know. I'm holding out a little hope, but I'm forever an optimist. And then he comes back and he says, I hope they make it. Me and you, Vince. Me and you, brother.
Yeah, I think also what hurt us was I think UMass got in. They were not projected to win that tournament. I think they won their tournament there. So that took a spot for some of these bubble teams here for sure. I don't know. You look at St. John's. I watched Duke last night. Did you see Duke play Florida State?
No, I didn't. Duke was losing, right?
Yeah. Went down to the wire. I don't think Duke's going to win. I would not pick them in my bracket. They have 2 key players that are hurt, and they were exposed last night against Florida State for sure. They lost by 1. And then UNC, yes, they've had a lot of injuries. Clemson beat them last night by 1. The same score, Nick. The same score. That's crazy. And, you got NC State. So some of these ACC teams here that, have been ranked in the top 10, I don't see them going too far. There's just too many mid-major teams here that I've been watching. I mean, Furman, look out for Furman. I watched them the other night. Damn, they're good. They're good. They have size. They move the ball. They play defense. They shoot threes. So there's a lot of teams here that, we've been watching the Big East, and everyone's been watching the Big East. And
Right.
you've got to watch these teams from the Midwest. And
No, that's what makes it fun. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Tom, hang on for a minute. Let me, Matty P, we lost you, but if you want to come back on, and let me just do this real quick. So before I let him go, I want to just say the following comments are the opinion and solely the opinions of Bill Hathaway, and are not necessarily endorsed by the Nick from Millburn show, Surge Sports Network, or the Pirate Facebook page. So now I bring to you with his opinions, Mr. Hathaway. Bill, go ahead.
Hey guys, how you doing? I'm actually on the train right now. I don't know if you hear me. I can hear you.
Yeah.
I'm actually going back to Orange. It was a great game. Yeah, I mean, great season so far. Great. You know what? Frank was at the game. I couldn't catch up with him. He posted in the chat 10-2 in the non-conference. Great season, Seton Hall so far. I think Seton Hall deserves a bid in NCAA. The reason why I think so.
Now, Bill was in the press row. Bill, is that what they're talking about in the press box?
Yeah, I mean, we were chatting about it. I don't know if I'm going to lose you when we go under the tunnel, but it's kind of coach of the year. I predicted the coach of the year he was going to get it. He got it. He had a great season so far. And Mike Carter, Mark.
We're gonna lose him.
All right, Bill's in the abyss somewhere under somewhere between Secaucus Junction and Broad Street Station in Newark. Bill, love you, brother. Thank you for thank you for popping on. Let me get rid of Bill here. Where'd Bill? Bill dropped off.
1-6 versus quad one. Yeah,
I know.
Really, a 2-5 would have been.
Yeah, and we had the opportunities, right? But 5 of those quad one losses, though, have been St. John's and Connecticut. So if we would have pulled out one of them, but I mean, you don't know. I mean, it's tough. But yes, but they're right. That is hard. Yeah. And where's Bill?
Is he coming back? There he is.
Bill, you back? No, I think Bill's in the abyss somewhere. Yeah. I don't know, Tom. Who on this team, Tom, surprised you this season? Who weren't you expecting to step up and play like they played?
Boy, I mean, what part of the season, right? So I look at a season like this, it's 4 seasons. You got your non-conference games, then you have the beginning of the Big East, middle of the Big East, and then obviously the end. Who got better? That's what I look at. And I tell my kids, if we don't get better, we're not going to win, right? So on this team, who got better? Well, Jacob Dar surprised a lot of folks here. Maybe that definitely, he came out of nowhere and did real well. Simpkins at times, Hines, he got better. And then obviously Adam Clark was probably our most dominant player that we had at 5'10". At 5'10".
Right, most dominant. You ever see a player with that step back like he has?
No.
I don't even know how to teach that, or that's all natural, right? That's just playing hours and hours.
Yep.
And as a coach, you know this. These kids get private lessons and all this stuff. And, they may help with technique, but until you're out there playing, no one taught Bud Clark those moves in a one-on-one session. He learned those things by going out there in the streets of Philadelphia, the basketball courts of Philadelphia, and just working on his game, obviously playing against older and taller kids. And that's how he got better. I mean, right?
hands down. And that's where he learned it, I'm sure, because the game that he plays, he knows that he can't go straight up against these guys. He can't go straight up. He knows. He knows
Right.
He's got to use his shoulder, push off, and then come back with a. He has to. Now, he got blocked a couple times here, but for the most part, he was getting his shots off there. And, and watching Patino go crazy when he made a couple there late in the game there, it was awesome. But, no, those are the players. It's all about improvement here. Mike Williams, who is not shooting well at all, I would say the last, quad or the ending of the season, he started to play well. This game, he played good defense. So again, he comes back. He's a junior. But as we all know, these guys, they play one season with one team and they go to another team and another team, and it's just horrible that we have to worry about that. We have to worry that these guys, could go on to another school.
Right.
And it shouldn't be that way. But Jacob Dar, it's a shame. He's a senior. He's done. Now, I look at the rest of the guys that are on the roster. So let's touch base with God's will. This team was not a good fit for him. I don't know if he comes back. Felton, he's from North Carolina. I know he had an injury there. Is he going to come back? I don't know.
All that stuff, like you said, I'm sure it's going behind the scenes right now. I don't know. I don't know. Right now, we don't have with Felton being hurt, didn't really have a backup point guard. Right, because Parker's more of a combo or a two. He's not really a point guard, whereas Felton is more of a natural point guard.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Hopefully, he'll just get better because I know he was early in the season, devastating injury, and that's the last we saw him.
But then that's it. The rest are gone, right? So let's go through it. McCray, Payne, Fisher,
Gone.
You're gone. Rivera, gone. Trey Parker.
I think Trey Parker can come. Trey Parker can come back if they want him, or if he wants to. Whatever.
Does he have another year of eligibility?
Yeah, I think Trey Parker can come back. I don't remember seeing him on senior day.
Okay. What about Pat Sumac? I don't know who that guy is.
Pat Sumac didn't play. Pat Sumac was supposed to be our power forward this year, and he got hurt and never played, and he walked on senior day. So I'd imagine he's getting redshirted, but I don't know if he can come back if he so wants to. Because when you look at that was our weakness, right? Because we had Fisher, who can't come back, who was an undersized 4. And then we have Rivera, who played his heart out at the 4. And then Dar, who played some minutes at the 4. So that was, I think they were counting on Sumnik at the 4. And so I don't know. That's a question mark. That's something to keep our eye on. But he did walk on senior day.
Yeah. Oh, he did?
Yeah. Yeah.
He might have it. He might have so one thing I want to check, Nick, is I'm trying to. It's usually in April is when the portal opens. That's what I'm looking right now. When they can actually, sign officially with teams.
Tom, while you're doing that, we're going to bring on the founder, the owner, the operator, the executive in charge of Surge Sports, my mentor, more importantly, my friend, Bobby Blackjack Lorente. Bobby, how are you, brother?
What's up, fellas?
Bobby, what happened? You didn't go over today?
I told you, I had such an ordeal last night. I had to get home last night until 9:30.
Tom, in case you don't know it, the trains here are running amok because the World Cup is going to be this year, and New Jersey Transit is petrified that they are not going to be ready for the World Cup. So they are repairing a bridge right now, which means from your old stomping grounds, South Orange, New Jersey, from my old stomping grounds, Maplewood, New Jersey, from my current stomping grounds, Millburn, New Jersey, there is no direct line into Manhattan.
What?
Right. So poor Bill right now is just, he's trying to get back to Orange, via Secaucus, via Hoboken. I mean, but we had to go into Union to Newark. It's a mess right now. So Bobby, Bobby ended up in Rutherford somewhere.
Quick rant. I'm gonna do my own personal rant on my
You're entitled.
social media in a second.
It's your network.
No, you know, I take the train into the city once a year. That's usually the Big East tournament.
Right.
Right? Because I go right there between parking and tolls and whatnot. Just makes sense. So, get out of the game tomorrow. I do Shaw's post-game presser. I asked the security guards, how do I get to a Penn Station? You know, you get pushed in different directions. I ended up in Moynihan Station, which is across the street.
No, Moynihan Station will bring you to the Long Island Railroad. You don't want to go
That's
to Long
what I'm
Island.
saying. I don't know this.
You're going to Long Island?
There's nobody around to ask a question to.
Oh, my God.
Wow. So I finally figured out I was on the wrong side of the street. Mind you, I have an arthritic left knee that was doing much better until yesterday. So I finally get on a train to Secaucus for my connection back to Porterville, which is right next to me over here in Elmwood Park, Garfield. And I'm waiting for the next train. And the train I'm supposed to take is on the other track. They have to go up and over to get. So there's no way I'm hobbling my butt over there to get that. So I finally figured out, all right, if I go on the Bergen line, that's the line that goes past my train station. The train I jump on was an express train. Blew right past my stop to Ridgewood. Got off at Ridgewood, New Jersey. Great town, by the way. But I'm sitting there with, I'm freezing my ass off for 90 minutes until a train going eastbound finally stopped there to take me back to Porterville.
Wow. Tom, did you find what you were looking for?
No, I'm still looking. I'm looking for the date. There's a time frame for that.
So I want to take something off of our Facebook page, the mothership, from Patrick Mind. NIT cannot be offered to Seton Hall. Sourced by Tom Eccles. Yes, I did say that about Tom Eccles. The Crown Tournament takes place over 3 days, first week of April in Vegas. So it looks like that. If we don't get in the NCAA, it looks like we're going to the Crown Tournament in Viva Las Vegas.
So did find the transfer portal window. Oh, God. It's April 7th is day one, closes April 1st. That's how quick it is. I mean, guys, we're only a few weeks away from the portal to be open. Damn. That's too quick. They got to change that. I mean, you have teams that are playing in, whether it's in the NCAA tournament, or playing in the NIT. I mean, the NCAA's got to change that. That's too close to these two tournaments here. Way too
it's
close.
Insane. It's totally insane. We were talking to Coach Bozzella last year, and he looks exhausted. His season ends, and the next day he's working on the portal. Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, oh my God, that is just too quick. Too quick.
Well, wasn't last year? Wasn't it going on during the tournament? They have changed it.
I think they made it a little bit more reasonable, but like Coach O'Brien just said, that's insane.
That's too quick. I remember it being in April, but not like literally right after the NCAA and the NIT. Literally like a week later, you're looking at that they're going to open up a portal. It's for 15 days. So it goes
April
from
7th to the 21st.
Yep.
Am I seeing this right? Georgetown 11, UConn 2?
Oh, wow.
Woo!
I had the game on in the back with the voice off, but I'm just looking at my screen here.
Danny's
I
going to
have that same hoodie there, Nick.
What,
I have
Bobby?
that same hoodie.
I know. This is a throwback.
Hey, guys, you want to speculate real quick on portal? Like, who do you want to stay? Who do you want to go? We want to do that now real quick?
We're kind of doing that. I mean, we gave our top three. Who's your top three, Bobby? Who do we absolutely have to sign?
But real quick, I was thinking about this yesterday in the Garden while I was watching the game. Stephon Payne came out for senior night, but he's listed as a senior. Does he have any more eligibility?
I didn't think so. I thought I was told he was gone. That he didn't have any eligibility left. I don't know, But he came out for senior night. He came out.
He came out, but then
Yeah.
usually they would say graduate player. They would say,
Yeah.
but I guess unless the announcer said it wrong, but he was listed as a senior last night, and I'm like, wait a minute. Anyway, I would think, I'm going to take Hines, Najai Hines first, only because if Bud Clark gets a little heady and wants more money, we got payday coming in, right?
Yeah, but Bud Clark's established. I would be them 1 and 1A. You got to go after
No.
both
He's
of them.
He's my top two. I'm just saying Hines is number one.
Right.
My top guy because of his
He's
potential.
a big man. You got to go with the big first. I
You
agree.
gotta go with the big first, and someone with his potential is amazing. In fact, they even said it on the broadcast. He's gonna lose his baby fat this offseason and come back like kind of like Miles Powell, right? He's gonna come back sophomore year like a true stud.
He can be Zuby Ejiofor, right? He has that potential.
Yes. So yeah, 1A, Hines, Bud Clark.
Tom and I said Simpkins.
Yeah.
And then build around that.
What about Mike Williams? Is he a season? Is he any more?
Mike Williams is gone.
Yep.
No, Mike
he's
Williams got one more
year. He's got one more year.
Shaw likes it. Shaw obviously loves his defensive game. So yeah, I would go for Mike Williams if you can. And I think Parker may have another year too. So
now you would think Trey Parker, you would think he might go if Payday's a true point guard. Right, because then he'd be third on the depth chart.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we also have Felton we were talking about. Does he come back?
Yeah, Felton's going to come back, I think. I just hate this. I want to see guys there in 3 years. I want to see – we're never going to see that Desi, Delgado four-man class that just stayed together for 4 years.
That Desi, Angel, Kadeen, and then Isaiah lasted 2. Isaiah was back tonight. And Mike and Ish. You will never see that again.
Nope.
That was the greatest recruiting class in the history of Seton Hall. Your favorite coach, Kevin Willard. And to turn the program around, the next year you got Miles Powell. But that just isn't gonna. And I was talking to college coaches like Tom does. I have friends that are college coaches, and never, ever. Those days are done.
Tom, you'll appreciate this. You probably haven't heard this story yet. This is the one main reason why I never liked Kevin Willard. I'm in a presser after a game. It was the game they played Louisville 5-6 years ago. Louisville was like top 5 in the country. Came to us, close game, and it was some kind of play where they inbound the ball and we screwed up and they scored. My thinking is, and I actually asked him this during the presser. I go, Coach, you got this 7'4" guy, Romero Gill, sitting on the bench. And he thought about putting him in for one play just to block the screen of the eyes. He gave me a look like, what are you, an idiot? 2 games later, who's doing Romero Gill blocking inbounds passes? So, this is like his arrogance. That, it's funny because Shaw will give it to like the big guys, Carino, Zagoria. Like he'll give it to him, and he'll save his if somebody other than that makes a bad question, he's not going to go after you. But the big guys, you see that, Nick. If he goes after, if they say something bad or something he doesn't want to hear, he'll say something.
Well, let me say this, Bobby. Big guy is a relative term, right?
Yeah.
Because when we went to the women's game, Bobby and Bill were the big guys. I swear to God. And I'm just sitting there like the first press conference I was ever at. I'm just like trying not to step on anyone's toes. I'm looking at the SID like, okay, can I ask a question now, sir? And and of course Bobby gets asked the first question and Bill gets asked the second, which is fine. So Bobby, it's all relative, right? Because you and Bill are big guys too in certain realms.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. We'll see next week. We'll see hopefully next Thursday. By the way, we'll announce it here for those who are watching. I'll post it tomorrow probably before I have to go DJ in the city. We're doing a live Coach Boz show Sunday night about 9:30, 9:45. But we're going to do it panel style like we have now. So nice.
Yeah, Bud, this was from Lou Monaco via Jerry Carino, our buddy and good friend Jerry Carino, who we want to have on this show. Jerry, open invite, buddy. Bill Hathaway won't be grilling you. It'll be Bobby and I. So open invite. Bud Clark at the podium, when asked about his future, said the team is not done, and I'm definitely looking to continue playing at Seton Hall. So that's a good sign. We just have to, again, though, you don't want to talk about this. It's like Clay Bellinger. You just got to come up with the Benjamins and figure out the price. I mean, I know guys don't want to hear this and they cringe, but this is the reality.
Yeah.
And if you want to be competitive, you have to find not necessarily a vitamin water guy. And you see him sitting right behind the bench, Bobby. Oh, my God.
I also saw Rick's son behind the bench, too. Did you see that?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Rick Jr., yeah. He
was Francesa behind the bench?
I don't know.
Your buddy Mike Francesa. The whole gang was there. Someone said there were more Italians. An Italian said this on so he could say this on Twitter. There were more Italians at the game than in a small village in Italy tonight.
I saw that.
True.
I wouldn't doubt that.
Come on.
I wouldn't doubt that.
I wouldn't doubt that, right? Oh my God. So speaking of Italians, sweet Lou Monaco, who is Seton Hall's Rapoli? Well, Bobby said it's that George Kerr's Cloud Strike guy, and he likes Formula One racing. He doesn't like basketball.
Lou, maybe you could help us with this.
Yeah, Lou has Springfield. Lou has Springfield connections, Bobby.
Nick and I have a plan that we got to get Gary Vaynerchuk, who, if you don't know him, is a big he's a big guy on social media, on YouTube, basically he went from building up his father's wine store in Springfield, right next to Millburn, and he's mentioned Millburn in his talks.
Yes.
To being a billionaire whose obsession of buying the Jets is legendary.
Yes,
but
he makes Rapoli look poor.
Yes. So I'm thinking with the connection, with his original base in Springfield next to Millburn, being a sports fan, maybe we can get him to bite, and being a Jersey guy, to bite and be our vitamin water guy. It might take a little pressure. Maybe I'll take a little, I have his email address. I listen to his videos every morning when I have breakfast to get me motivated for my work day, with Surge Sports and whatnot. So maybe it'll take a little prodding, but Lou, maybe we can figure out a game plan. We can draw in Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V, as he's known, to maybe help out our program. Being a Jersey guy and a sports fan, he might be our I don't say our savior, but he wouldn't hurt.
Vince C. Lover. So Seton Hall won't be in the NIT if they don't make the NCAA tournament. Mr. C. Lover, that is correct. Totally correct. We'll be in the Crown in Las Vegas, the Crown.
Which is weird, though, correct? Because everybody in the Crown has like 2.5 weeks to get ready.
Yeah.
That's a long break.
That is a long break.
I guess they planned it that way to coincide with the finals of both tournaments, the men and the women's, I guess. Yeah, this is their second year of the Crown. I know Nova was in it last year.
By the way, I saw a news flash earlier today. The other tournament, the CBT or the CBI, one of them is folding this year.
Yeah,
they're not having it.
I wonder why.
So I'm waiting for Bill to come on. I want to know what the spread was tonight.
Bill was on before, and then he got stuck in Secaucus. He had to get off. Yeah. So Bill was Bill for a little while, but then we had to let him go because you couldn't hear him.
There's Lou's response.
This just came out 4 hours ago. The 2026 College Basketball Invitational has been canceled. Leaving the Crown as the only men's postseason besides the NCAA and the NIT. So that has been confirmed. Bobby, you are correct.
Wait. What has been canceled?
The 2026 College Basketball Invitational.
Oh, CBI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the moment. Yeah, so I just
Yeah.
double checked here. 4 hours ago, ESPN just stated that they've canceled that, and that the only three college postseason games are the Crown. How many teams playing the Crown?
8.
That's it?
Yeah. 8.
Okay. If New Mexico is somehow at the Crown, we're going to be going out to Vegas to see Seton Hall and play against New Mexico. I'm definitely going. My buddy just texted me if they make it.
New
That would have been
Mexico may be
fantastic,
going to
guys.
I'm sorry, go, Bobby.
That would have been fantastic. This whole thing of us being on the bubble and whatnot. If we somehow would have made it, I would have loved to have been that 11 seed playing game against Miami, Ohio.
Yes.
There's this undefeated team who played nobody.
Oh, and then we'll smoke Miami of Ohio. Since they had Wally Zerbiak, he went to Miami of Ohio. They've been nothing. Miami of Ohio.
Are we bringing Bill on?
If Seton Hall had Miami's of Ohio, what would our schedule be? Miami of Ohio wouldn't be 500 in the Big East. Let's get real.
Yeah.
Miami of Ohio.
That's why that game would have been so intriguing, right? There's these upstarts, this great record and stuff who played nobody. We're the guys struggling and clawing to get in there. Playing game, baby. Let's do it.
Guys, Tom Eccles, if you're out there, we love you, Tom. You got to put something on the Facebook page. There's a lot, and I know Patrick did. A lot of misinformation. So now we have JD Kohler. So we're winning the NIT again, right? No, JD. JD, we can't go to the NIT. JD, we are going to the Crown, if any tournament, okay? Besides the NCAA, lightning doesn't strike. So I don't know. Somebody might want to post this big. If anyone else, an admin, Patrick or Andrew Hull or somebody, Andre wants to post something, we cannot go to the NIT. A lot of misinformation.
Should we let Bill in? Nick?
Is Bill back?
Yeah.
Let him come back. All right, so again, I got to do this every time. So the following statement is that solely of William Hathaway. It is not necessarily endorsed by Surge Sports, the Seton Hall Pirates Facebook page, and the Nick from Millburn postgame show. Now, with his own opinion, Bill Hathaway. Go, Bill.
I'm stuck at the Hoboken train station till 9:54. So I'm good. I'm good.
How do you?
I made it.
You're at Hoboken?
Yeah, I made it in Hoboken right now.
But you want to get to Orange, not Hoboken.
I know, but I gotta wait to 9:54 to catch the train to go there.
Oh God, I think I stayed home today.
Look, they're fixing. Look, you got to go backwards sometimes to go forward, and there is some pain.
Yeah, I know.
So, Bill, the question is, how is it spread at the Magical World of Madison?
What I missed today?
And they had what do they have? They had steak.
Steak.
Yeah, they had a little. No, yeah, they had a little. No, they had fish. I think it was fish.
Fish and steak.
Rice.
Rice.
And lasagna, some type of lasagna.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I spoke to the chef. I spoke to the guys in the back that does the food. They're bringing all barrels out tomorrow for the championship. Popcorn, water, sodas, all types of good stuff, man.
Are you going tomorrow?
Absolutely. Might as well finish it out. But fellas, this Seton Hall team, like you said, Nick, I guess they'll be going to the Crown. They deserve it, in Las Vegas. This team had it like Frankie A was like it was like 10-2 in the conference, non-conference, 10-10 in the Big East. It's a great season turnaround from Shaheen Holloway, Coach of the Year at Seton Hall University. You got to give this. And Bud Clark played a great game tonight. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. But you know what, Nick and Bobby and Tom, I think everything worked out for the best because this team shows a lot of fight, a lot of integrity, and a lot of willpower. You know what I'm saying? I think the refs played a part in it. They always do against Seton Hall. Mark Potter with his incident with Shaheen Holloway was despicable and disgrace. You know, the guy should be thrown out. You know, these guys, these officials, they work too much. They
Thank you.
work they
Thank
work
you. Hear
more than
that?
they
Hear that,
listen.
Gene? Voice of
Yeah,
reason. Bill Hathaway.
they work like pets out of a dog shelter every day. I mean, come on, fellas. I mean, give if you're gonna make calls, you're gonna really just call it fair. You know what I mean? You know, it's like every time Mark Potter say they can't find me and they can't ban me. So you know, hey, listen, this is a freedom of speech in America right now. But I'm just venting right now because I as a reporter, you know, you have to be fair judgment. I
That's
think
right.
there were some bad calls in this game and it didn't go Seton Hall's way tonight. But they played a tough game. You know, they like the other day when they played Creighton, that was tenacity. And this team next year, you know, the season's not over yet. I think they'll go to the crown. The NIT, they don't deserve that. They go to the big lights. I think that's a possibility. It's a great season they had from a 7-22 season, and it was a great thing.
Tom O'Brien, we talked about the coach from Kansas going berserk, but I don't know if you saw it on TV yesterday. How McDermott didn't get a T. He was at the foul line. You know,
Exactly.
come on.
That
I mean, come on. Driscoll, are you letting McDermott intimidate you, Pat Driscoll? Come on. That was ridiculous.
he was almost
He was at the foul line.
unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, even the McDermott and that official, well, McDermott might be retiring. Maybe he went, I can't give it to him here. He's his final tournament
Ridiculous.
here. Lord, you cannot walk all the way out in the court. And for him to verbally go after the official, that's a technical. That's ridiculous.
Ridiculous. And there was a play tonight that Zuby turned around and looked down at one of our guys after
That was questionable.
And that's taunting.
Yes,
I'm
it is.
screaming at the TV set. Taunting.
Bud Clark. Yep. He blocked Bud Clark and he looked down on him and nothing.
I mean, I don't want to say it, but I think when it comes to John Gaffney, Danny might have been right. I mean, another guy, like Bill said, going all over the country, doing all these games. You're 60-something years old. You cannot keep up with 20-year-olds. No. I'm sorry. No. I am sorry.
No.
And you know what's unfortunate? You know, the Big East Conference, this is since I became, covering Seton Hall, and, I kind of enjoy it, it's just that, I know basketball and Bobby knows basketball, especially Tom. He's a coach. I mean, you're going to call it both ways. Don't call it one way. It's not a one-way highway over here.
You know what's crazy? I know Bill and I know Nick joined us this year. I cover both teams, the men's and the women. When you come, I've seen a ton of women's games the past couple of years covering that team. You barely see the same referee, maybe twice in the whole season. You do
Bill, your train's coming. Bill, your train's
not yet.
Bill, what are you doing?
Not yet.
No, it's not.
Not yet.
What I'm saying is, for the men's games, you see the same officials almost every third game.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the same guys, Bobby. And you could. I went and Matty P was doing this. Matty P texts me all the time, and he tracks these guys, and they're all over They just not only do the Big East. They're doing the ACC. Gaffney was doing the Patriot League after Danny had the altercation with them.
Wow.
The next afternoon, he's doing the Patriot League semifinal. Look, they're making Tom $5,000 to $7,000 a game. God bless them.
Yeah,
but it's just too much. It's too much. They're working too many games.
Yep, 100% agree with you there. And they just it's a lot of money that they get paid. They definitely do get paid, and part of it is and they get a stipend. they get a stipend. So when they stay at a hotel there, they get a stipend for that.
Oh yeah.
I used to be an official. Well, I did high school. I did Seton Hall Prep. I was at Morris Hills. I officiated for years there. That's high school. But what I wanted to do was eventually do college, and I was finding out. I'm like, wow, you guys are getting paid this much? Like, yeah, and we get stipend. No, it might have changed, but yeah, there's big money in officiating. Big money.
Yeah, Tom, we talked to the women's official one night, Bill and I, at the women's game, and she was telling us she makes like $4,500 a game.
Yep, Division I.
Exactly.
Yep.
And she was flying out to Oklahoma in the morning for another game the following day.
Bobby, Tom will remember this, and Bill might too. So back in the day now we have assigners, right? So back in the day, you got to hire your own officials. So Seton Hall would hire 2 local guys named Dick Duckett and Al Murray. And Dick Duckett did Seton Hall, Georgetown, teed up John Thompson, and the next morning I'm coaching Immaculate Heart of Mary and Maplewood, and Dick Duckett walks in the door and he's doing my game. He just did a college game and he's doing a CY. So that was insane. But now and then, yeah. So now they're making a lot more money, and that's fine. I get it. God bless, But the Big East should do a thing where they go to full-time officials, pay them a salary, so they don't have to work every flipping night. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, it's just that the officials in the Big East, they're kind of I don't know. I mean, are they biased? I don't know. They make the right calls. I don't know because I don't know the rules and regulations. But me witnessing games through Seton Hall, me and Bobby covering women's, I mean, fair is fair. I mean, there were some calls tonight that needed to be challenged, and Shaheen Holloway challenged some of them. I think it was that one call that for some odd reason, and he won his challenge or something. But I think overall, Nick and Bobby and Tom, I think this team deserves to go to the Crown in April. Get some needed rest and do a reassessment of what you did wrong and what you did right in the St. John's game. And I think this team is noble. I think the university is behind them, which I seen when I covered the award ceremony. Shaheen Holloway, coach of the year. I've never seen, and me covering college basketball in my years, that all the coaches in the Big East kind of honor Shaheen Holloway.
Yeah.
And that's a true testament to his relationship with Seton Hall and the Seton Hall community.
Fellas, remember when Calipari crossed the line in the NCAA tournament game and got a technical? Lou, do I remember it? I was there. I was there at the Spectrum, okay? And it wasn't Dukie's, it was Kentucky, because we played the second game against Krzyzewski and Dukes, and that was a famous Bobby-Danny game, and that's why Danny or Bobby will never coach in the Big East, because the mother will have a heart attack if the brothers ever coach against each other. Yeah. Yep.
Oh man.
So I want to know this, Bobby and Bill. So are you guys gonna get? I mean, Bill, you could get credentials all you want, but if you guys get to Vegas, is that a possibility? Like, I don't. Bobby, Serge, you guys got the budget to go out there?
Here's the issue.
I don't know. I know I don't have the budget to go out there.
Here's the issue. I'm supposed to be in Vegas the following week. With our new show that hasn't been announced yet, with the wrestling guys.
So maybe, Bobby, we could move that around?
No, I'm going to be out there the following week.
Really?
Yeah. It would have been, you know what? In hindsight, it would have been nice because I could have covered that.
Right.
And then that Saturday would have been the last Eagles concert in the Sphere. I would have saw that and then come home. But I have to be there the following weekend for this new thing. I can't really say too much about yet, but
wait. So when Seton Hall's out there, the Eagles are going to be playing?
Yes. Well, that weekend, yes.
April 1st, Wednesday, April 1st is the first round. It's at the MGM. They're playing in the MGM first, and then the next round is at the T-Mobile Arena.
Wow. Does Joe Wall still play for the Eagles? Wow.
Yep. So I'll be there the following weekend. I just gotta kind of hope that they extend the tour 2 more days.
Yeah, I'm actually getting a text from my brother-in-law. He's asking how much money will Seton Hall get participating at the Crown? Anybody
Bobby
know?
knows.
Tom Eccles knows that Tom's listening.
You
Tom, join us if you're there.
Well, you get it as you if it depends on where you finish. It's kind of like winner gets the most.
But while they're there, the players got opportunities to do appearances and whatnot and get paid for it.
Right. Oh, it's a
money.
money maker. It's a money maker for your NIL coffers. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I would
But
love
if you
to
win
see
the whole
break.
thing, if you win the whole thing, you get like $1 million, right? Or $500,000.
I don't know I hope, but I don't know. But you'll get something nice.
Which is crazy though, because if you think about it, even $1 million, if that's not even the grand prize, the money they're making on TV, like they're making money somewhere.
Yeah.
How is that a profitable thing?
Wait, hold on, Tom. You see, that's the wonder of this show. Ask and you have an answer.
Perfect.
Payout structure, college champion, 300,000 NIL package, runner up, 100,000 NIL package, semifinalist, $50,000 each. So
is that a team or player?
No, player.
That per player?
Lou, is that basketball or is that football? And is that per player or per team? Just need a little clarification, Lou.
That's barely one player. $300,000. That's your bench center right there.
I mean, that's your that's a start. That's a start.
Oh boy.
They're probably. If Seton Hall wants to play this, if it's money involved, and I would like to see if the school gets any money. If it's not just the players.
No, the school definitely gets money. Oh, absolutely. The school gets something nice.
Well, Tom, if they opt out of this, they're done. They can't play in the NIT.
Right. They're contractual. The Big East is contractually obligated to this.
Oh, we got to play in this. Right? We got to play in this.
Which kind of sucks, right? Because if you make a far run in NIT like we did a couple of years ago, that's more exposure for the program.
But not more money. Not more money.
Apparently not more money, no.
So what's more important, money or exposure? I guess money, right?
I mean, NIT, you don't get paid. They don't get a dime. Well, look, the schools do. The school does, but not the player. All right, here we got a breakdown here. Go ahead.
Wait. Now, no, he said put that on hold. We're gonna lose that for a second.
Okay.
Yeah, hold that's preseason. No, we're waiting. Our research department is searching it right now.
Hey, Lou, I just missed you last week at our buddy's wake. I missed you by 20 minutes last week.
I heard at the. Oh wait, Bill, where are you going?
Don't turn the mic off.
I'm right here.
I heard at the Big East tournament that you and Frankie A were getting a lot of love from athletics at Seton Hall. That they we watch you guys all the time. I mean, Frank deserves it. Frank's a good guy. I'm happy that he told me that.
Wow, that's great. I'm right here. I'm just moving around. They're just making announcements right now. But I'm glad I got a lot of love.
Look at coffee while you're waiting. Is it open, Duncan?
No. Nope.
Well, you're in Secaucus.
No,
I'm in Hoboken.
He found his way to Hoboken.
There's no Duncan? Is that open?
So
No, Duncan's not open.
You know what's weird? Secaucus has that bar up there, right? That bar is weird. Who's sitting at a bar at a train station? Like, what? That's like it's kind of spy stuff you see on TV.
Hopefully the train is back to normal tomorrow.
All right, so just to give you an idea with the NIL for the Crown, last year's, just to give you this, Nebraska was the winner. They earned a $300,000 NIL package, which was split evenly across the roster.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Runner-up got 100. Now, this is last year's budget. So last year's was 100. So it's not per player. So, you got 14 players. I mean, so it probably went up a little bit this year, but that's what this is about.
So that's why your kids would want to, right? That's why they'd want to go there and not sit it out, right? To get why not?
To get, if they can get 10 or $30,000, yeah.
And no in Vegas, right? They probably give that money up front. So you go blow it in the casino afterwards. That's how Vegas works.
Yeah.
Hey, come cash your paycheck for free at our cashier. Oh, by the way, yeah, temptation.
Oh, here's a free hotel room. It's sure.
Oh yeah.
Come to our hotel. It's free.
So Sunday, the last game is Sunday, April 5th. 2 days later, the portal opens up for free agency. 2 days later, to sign, not to go out and recruit. These guys are recruiting right now, Bill.
Oh, it's behind the scenes.
They're doing it. I know a coach out in the Midwest here. Their agents are talking. He's gone. He's gone. I can't divulge, but he's gone.
Oh,
he had a heck of a season.
Sure it's going on every day.
Crazy. So,
hey guys, in hindsight, right now, if you can remember anybody offhand of the guys that we lost, seeing how the season transpired and how it unfolded and ended, is there one player from the guys we lost that you wish we had back?
that's interesting, Bobby, because what I just looked up was Isaiah Coleman, who played at Oklahoma State. He averaged 19 minutes a game, and I think he was averaging 6 points a game. So, he went for the money, but they're not showing up for the show. And obviously, his playing time diminished, scoring came down, and I wouldn't be surprised if you saw him jump ship and go to another team.
And Garway Dual from McNeese State is heading to the NCAA tournament.
Yep.
To me, Dual and Dar are like the same player. They remind me
Dual's more of a point guard. And our guy Gus the Bus had a good year at where was he? Vermont or no?
Yeah, he went. Yeah.
Vermont.
Yep.
Hey Nick, interesting thing I was thinking about the other day as well yesterday. I wonder what Coach Shaw feels about our guy, my guy, the big guy, the 7'4" guy.
I don't know, because he hasn't played a minute all year.
Right? Makes you wonder, because now somebody's going to say, you know what? We need some size. This guy's doing nothing on that bench.
Yeah.
All right, Bill, before your train comes, final thoughts. Bill, where are you?
I think Seton Hall will go to the crown and do well. We'll see what happens with the NCAA. I had a great season. Non-conference and Big East. I thought it was well. I think Shaheen and the athletic department and the coaches and all the supporters supported Seton Hall. It was a great time this year, but it's not over yet for the Pirates.
Thank you, Bill. Don't miss that train, Bill.
I won't.
And also the crown this year, thank God, it's not on Peacock. It's going to be on Fox and FS1. So
okay,
all my family who don't stream, they're going to be able to watch the game on FS1. So that'll be good.
Coach O'Brien, final thoughts.
Great season, big turnaround, big success. We've got to keep those three players, and then we just got to backfill some of the outside shooting that we talked about earlier. We got the crown coming up. I'm sure we'll get in there. I would love to be in the NCAA tournament. I think we would. Oh, no one would like to play Seton Hall. Duke, UNC, nobody. Clemson, nobody wants to play Seton Hall. So I think that's also part of their game plan. Well, Seton Hall, they only had a certain amount of wins, and they shouldn't be in because we really don't want to play them. Well,
They always.
So let's take it to the Crown, and we'll give our kids more exposure, and hopefully we get the funding to keep these guys and get out some new players.
Great,
Nick,
great points, and thank you, Tom. And we're going to keep doing this one way or another, and you're always welcome. Bobby,
Thanks.
final thoughts.
Yeah, two quick things. I read earlier in my little daily sports readings that Coach McDermott is an outside sleeper candidate for Arizona State. He's already known he's leaving Creighton. He's already announced a replacement, and supposedly he loves the Scottsdale area and stuff. And don't be surprised if his name surfaces as a possible replacement in Arizona State.
Good point.
And the other one, I forgot my train of thought. I heard some whispers last week, Nick. I'm not gonna mention any names right now, but our little point guard on the girls' team might be hard to keep.
Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah, no, but the thing is, and her going down was akin to the men's losing Bud Clark would be if the men's lost Bud Clark. But we have a lot of depth, so it's going to be very interesting how that women's team shakes out. You have Zahara Bishop as a freshman who had an outstanding year. The other freshman, the point guard, Bobby, that came on.
Natalia Rose.
Woodard.
Ari Woodard. Yeah.
Ari Woodard came on really strong. Savannah Catalan will probably be back. You can bring Jordana Codio back. And then he's got a very good recruiting class coming in. So we'll talk to him. We'll talk to Coach about that on Sunday.
Yeah, and last thing I want to say is I don't hear any Pirate fan bitching and moaning about even if we don't make the big dance. We were 7 and what last year?
25.
7 and 25 last year.
Two Big East wins.
And I know everybody's gonna write us off as far as the big dance, but I'm hoping out a sliver of hope. And like Tom said, no one's gonna want to play us in any tournament.
Now, I am forever the optimist. I will be watching Selection Sunday on Sunday, and I will be holding out. Look, my son and I were at the NBA draft at the Rock, and we were holding out that Jeremy Hazel was going to be picked. So I am the eternal optimist. You never know, right? If Seton Hall shows up there, we'll have a show. Great season. Lot of good stuff coming up, and thank you, everyone. Good night, guys.
Take care.
Good night, everyone. Thank you. End stream. Thank you, Bobby.